AUX mode.
नमस्कार, सत श्री अकाल, अस्सलाम वालेकुम। दिस इज़ वीना लांबा फ्रॉम दिल दियां गल्ला। मैं आपको सबको इस वेलकम करती हूँ इस प्लेटफॉर्म पे एंड सबको इस वेलकम करती हूँ इस प्लेटफॉर्म। जस्ट वांट टू से गुड मॉर्निंग, गुड इवनिंग, गुड आफ्टरनून, जहाँ पर भी हो आप, एंड गुड टू सी एंड आई एम ट्राइंग टू गो लाइव एंड ट्राइंग टू डू फ्यू थिंग्स एट द सेम टाइम. Good morning, Usha ji. Good morning, Kamlesh ji. How are you, both of you? And thank you. Nice शब्द. सुबह सुबह अच्छा लगता है शब्द सुनो, कुछ भगवान बाबा जी के नाम लो या भगवान जी, whoever you believe in. And आज मैं ये कहना चाहती हूँ कि देखो, कभी कभी मैं अकेले भी आ जाती हूँ. Just that happens that way. And although we have a lot of friends जो हमारे साथ आते हैं, लेकिन कई बार बिजी होते हैं, कभी नहीं आ सकते. तो मैंने कहा आज मैं अकेली जाती हूँ और मैं कहती हूँ कि भाई क्या क्या हमारे प्रोग्राम भी बड़े आजकल काफ़ी सारे आ रहे हैं. डिफरेंट फ्रेंड्स आते हैं, इंडिया से भी आते हैं. एक भी आई थी, नीलम जी आई थी, परसों आई थी. शी वाज टॉकिंग अ लॉट अबाउट फ्रेंडशिप एंड अबाउट कमिटमेंट एंड लव, विच वाज अ वेरी वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक. एंड उनकी हर एक प्रोग्राम्स होते हैं बहुत अच्छे होते हैं. हर कुछ ना कुछ हमको सिखाते ही हैं. Like she teaches us a lot of stuff. And this time it was about love and commitment because our topic was about, Mahashivratri थी उस दिन भी. So that's what, and Maha means great or grand, and Shivratri derived from Shiva, and the Ratri meaning night. तो इतना अच्छा मतलब दिन था वो. तो फिर हमने ऐसे बातें करी, क्वेश्चन भी करे उनसे अबाउट रिलेशनशिप्स बिटवीन हस्बैंड एंड वाइफ. रिलेशनशिप तो आपको मालूम है कि सबके साथ होती है, फ्रेंड्स के साथ भी होती है, फ्रेंड्स के साथ होती है, और बच्चों के साथ भी होती है, और other people also you meet, you develop some kind of a relationship. तो relationship तो सबके साथ हो सकती है, anybody. Now, commitment and sincerity, where does that fit in? In my book, commitment and friendship and honesty are very important to me, very important. And I base a lot of my things, and I try to do as much as I can to help. Everybody does that, but कई लोग ज़्यादा करते हैं, कि लोग कम करते हैं. Depends on what you like to do, what is your level of friendship. तो इस करके मैं थोड़ा कहना चाहती हूँ कि देखो, फ्रेंडशिप में if you start hiding things and not being honest, किसी ना किसी दिन वो जो बात है वो निकल आती है. How it happens, that we don't know, but it does happen. And that how much effect does that take place in the other person, that also, everybody's different. Some people say, oh no, it's not a big deal. Some people say, no, it was a big deal. Somebody will say this, somebody will say that. So ये सब चीज़ें अगर तुम इतने friends हो, सोच समझ के करनी चाहिए. Otherwise you don't have any value for the friendship. So this is what I believe. This is a few things that I believe in, and I feel that we try to friendship में give and take होता तो है, लेकिन always there's something called 40-60. This is what I believe in. There is, it's not 50-50. बहुत कम होता है, ऐसे 50-50. 40-60 ऐसे करके होता है. So anyway, this is so you have to really do some reality checking too. कि what is, कोई बात है, कोई problem है किस चीज़ में, क्या हो रहा है, why is this like that, why is this like this. So you have to do that. It could be with your friends, it could be with your relationship with your husband, your children, whatever it is. Once in a while you should go through it, and if there's any questions or answers that you have, you should iron them out instead of harboring them in your system, because that's ultimately going to affect you. So this is the thing. And then also देखो ना, महाशिवरात्रि में लोग क्या करते हैं, they fast. Some people fast on that day. They abstain from food and drink, नहीं पीते. कोई लोग prayers में flowers offer करते हैं to Lord Shiva. कोई meditate करते हैं, practice yoga, meditation, other spiritual disciplines on महाशिवरात्रि. तो खैर वो तो अभी 2-3 दिन पहले हो चुकी है. Or some people visit temples. So there are a lot of things people do during that time. Mahashivratri is celebrated on the 13th night or the 14th day of the waning moon phase, Krishna Paksha, in the Hindu month of Magha. Usually falls in February or March. Okay, this was in February. This festival is an opportunity for devotees to connect with Lord Shiva, seek his blessings, and cultivate spiritual awareness. That's really good. And see, I was not I didn't know too much about this thing, but I read that, and I was very happy that I read a little bit about Lord Shiva. It's good to know all these things, and a lot of people are मंदिरों में भी लोग गए हैं. That's At the same token, in a few days, actually, I want to talk about Ramadan. That's another festival, or you can say fasting period is coming for the lot of my Muslim friends. So I will wish them a Ramadan Mubarak. That's going to start from, I think, some places tonight. Saturday in the morning they have to get up early and eat something. Very much like our own, हमारी जो fasting होती है वो भी हम ऐसे ही करते हैं. When we do the fast, I think when you fast, I think for your husbands and all that, they do get up early and do all that stuff. So Ramadan is the 9th month of the Islamic calendar. is a sacred period of fasting, reflection, and spiritual growth for Muslims worldwide. I'll just tell you a little bit brief history about it. But like I said, a lot of people don't really know. They know it's Ramadan, but why? What is a few, you know, um, details about it? Ramadan is believed to be the month when the Quran, the holy book of Islam, was revealed to the Prophet Muhammad. Peace be upon him. Okay, the first Ramadan. The first Ramadan took place in 624 CE when the Prophet Muhammad and his followers were commanded by Allah to fast from dawn to sunset. Purpose of Ramadan. Ramadan is a time for Muslims to fast, abstain from food, drink, and other physical desires from dawn to sunset. Reflect and self-evaluate. Focus on spiritual growth, self-improvement, and increased devotion to Allah. Practice charity and generosity. Increase acts of kindness, charity, and compassion. Significance of Ramadan. Ramadan is a blessed month, considered a time of spiritual rejuvenation, a chance to strengthen one's faith and connection with Allah, forgiveness and mercy, a time when Allah's mercy and forgiveness are abundant, unity and community, a period of increased social gatherings, communal prayers, and shared meals, iftars. Laylat or Qadr, night of power. The 27th night of Ramadan is considered Laylat al-Qadr, the night of power, when the Quran was revealed to the Prophet Muhammad. This night is believed to be a time of great spiritual significance and blessing. So Eid al-Fitr, there are two types of Eid. The one right now, and then there's another one in a few months. Ramadan concludes with Eid al-Fitr, a joyous celebration marking the end of the fasting period. Muslims gather for prayers, feasts, and gift giving, expressing gratitude for the blessings of Ramadan. Now, I think for a little while we should forget that is only for Muslims. This can apply to anybody. Anybody can do this thing. Anybody can do that. I mean, there should be a time once in a while that you should do all these things. Reflect, fast if you want to fast. You can reflect and self-evaluate. Focus on spiritual growth, self-improvement, and increased devotion. It could be to anybody. It could be to Babaji. It could be to, even Shivaji. It could be to Ram, Lakshman, anybody. Jesus Christ. It could be anybody. But one should have focus on spiritual growth and self-improvement. Practice charity and generosity. Now, I think this is a beautiful thing that what they're doing in Ramadan, because it gives a whole month when you're fasting and doing all this thing. The whole month they do all kind of things they do. Spiritual rejuvenation, forgiveness and mercy, unity and community. Practice charity and devotion. Reflect and self-evaluate. Fasting. I mean, it says everything here. Anybody can do this thing. Anybody. So it can apply to anyone. Why just Ramadan? Why it's only to the Muslim people? I think it should apply to everybody. We should also follow these very, very good qualities and good reasons why they're doing that. And I have a lot of friends who do that, and I really admire them because they're doing that for the whole month, which is really commendable, I should say. I have a few friends that I'm gonna start from nothing tonight, and not easy to say. Not easy. They have to get up early in the morning, then they have to fast until sundown. So my friend was telling me yesterday that it's gonna right now, because it's still a little dark, so she's gonna be getting up like eating before 5 a.m. in the morning, and then they break the fast around 5:30, around 5:30, 5:35, 5:40. They have to eat by that time. So right now it's about 12 and a half hours gap, which is not too bad. During the summer it's much more, so because it's more sunshine, and that's how it is. And also I was just saying something about Holi. Actually, Holi is a very did I have? Yep. Now everybody knows about Holi, what they have to do. It's a lot of fun time, but there's a story behind it also. I would say that there's a story behind that. Holika, actually this time Holi is 2025 is around the 13th or the 14th. They have two Holis actually. I guess Holika, I think they call it, and main festival will be on Friday, March 14th, 2025. Holika, and these days align with the full moon Purnima. And also, I'm sure all of you know the story. I don't really have to tell you the story about Holi. I'm sure all of you know it. But it's fun time because what we do is that we effect does that take place? Let's see. Okay. What happens is that as far as I know, that is we have a lot of fun on Holi. We have different colors, and and we welcome a Putika. In India, I mean, they have a lot of fun. That they throw colors to each other and celebrate like that. So it's a lot of fun. And over here, I mean, we do celebrate, but you cannot do all that colors, and unless you go outside the house, then you can. Obviously, you can do that, but not easy to go in. Like if you're celebrating in a restaurant, for example, you can't. You won't be able to do all that stuff. But it's a lot of fun to do that. Holika bonfires light lit the first evening to symbolize the victory of good over evil. Again, see, same thing, good over evil. So all the religions, they have something like that, I would say. If you read anything about Holi, any religion, they basically say the same thing. Holi is a vibrant Hindu festival celebrated over 2 days during the springtime. Yeah, I guess also February and March is the time when we have Holi, and bonfires are lit and Rangwali Holi. On the second day, people gather to throw colored powders and water, celebrating love, friendship, and new beginnings. Yeah, see that again, it is a meaning to it. Why we do this thing? Significance of Holi: victory of good over evil, arrival of spring, love and friendship, renewal and new beginnings. See that? Holi is primarily celebrated in India and Nepal, but its popularity has spread globally, with many countries hosting Holi events. That is true. It's all over the, we celebrate Holi over here too. And I think there are going to be a lot of programs. As a matter of fact, I'm also organizing with another friend, and we're going to celebrate in a group together pretty soon, month of March. Yeah, it's on the 14th, 13th and 14th. We're going to be celebrating around that time. So, it's going to be a lot of fun. And I also want to keep you posted that we will be having programs. I think next Wednesday, we're going to have my friend Poonam. She's going to come and she's going to sing some of her favorite songs. That's going to be a lot of good fun program. And next Friday, we're going to be having Nirandanji, and he has a very good topic. Please don't miss it. And then we have following week, I think we are working on it, who's going to come. And then that Friday, the 14th, which is the exact day of Holi, that's when we're going to have a program, group Holi program. Our group people will sing Holi songs on that day. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So next 2 weeks are kind of filled up with all different programs. And if you have any suggestions or any friends who would like to come and join our program and give us something to learn, that'll be great. We're all open to that. So I just want you guys to stick around and listen to our program, and please forward to your friends. And like I said, if you have any suggestions and anything like that, do come forward and tell us. So all these good times are coming up. Reflection time, friendship time, togetherness time. It's both the religions, like Hinduism is a big religion, and Ramadan, Muslim, they're both coming up around the same. I mean, Ramadan is already starting this week, and Holi will be in 2 weeks from now. Excuse me. So we do have all these things coming up, and I want you to also, if you get a chance, look up the meaning of why we're doing Ramadan. Then you'll see a lot of good things. And we can, if you don't want to do the fasting every day, but you can follow the other steps. There's no difference. You can read that and follow it. It doesn't mean that you're following one religion after the other. It just means it's life. It's all about life. So it's a good thing for everyone to do that, and I think it's good for all of us to follow. I read that, and I was really very impressed by what my friends do every year, twice a year actually. They don't fast the second time that much as this time. This particular Ramadan, you know, they're going to be fasting for approximately 30 days. You know, it's 1 month, and they'll have the Eid, and they'll have a big festival. That's like when we have Diwali. It's the same thing. They give gifts to each other. They visit a friend's house. They do all these things too. So a lot of things are very similar with all religions. Like Christmas, you do the same thing. You give gifts to everybody. You celebrate, you know, and you know, it's the same thing in all religions. Different timings, different days, different meaning, but celebrations come out to be almost the same if you look at that way. Anyway, so I will just say goodbye to you right now, and have a wonderful weekend. And don't forget the meaning of togetherness, friendship, sincerity, and of course, when you feel, this is one of my friend Neelam told me the other day, that if you feel that a friendship or any kind of relationship is not meeting to your standard according to what you think, you have to review it, talk about it, and get the kinks out of the way so that you can go back to what it was. Now, sometimes it can be done, sometimes it cannot be done, cannot be repaired. So it depends what kind of problem it was. So I would suggest that try to work it out, and try to, any relationship you can be, do work it out. And you know, we women, like, we do it a lot. We men are also watching, sometimes they watch, but I'm just saying that we do a lot for our friendships and relationships, you know, coming from where we are. That's the way. But nowadays, this generation, younger generation, they do a lot, much more. They have so much on their plate, so much. And yeah, I give my hats off to them, taking care of the children. The husband, you know, he comes and helps. Both are working. They have small kids. Drop them to the daycare, bring them back. All, you know, sometimes you don't get any other help. It's difficult to get help. So I really give, you know, my hats off to them. I really do. And also, you know, we have friends. Generally speaking, at this age, we do need friends. When you get a little older, you need a lot of friends, good friends around you who can help you, who can do things for you. The time comes when you really know who's sincere and who's not. You'll come to know by yourself, one way or the other. Everything comes out in the open. People find out reality kya hai, kya nahi hai. Then it's up to you to see what you can do for yourself. So anyway, as I got distracted right now, I want to wish all of you a very happy weekend. Enjoy with your family or friends, and Ramadan Mubarak to my other friends, Muslim friends who are starting the fasting. And good luck and good happy weekend, and enjoy. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.